I'm sure there's some black people wondering, like, why are all of the Asians and Middle Eastern opening up in the hood? Why is every beauty supply, every gas station, every corner store owned by someone who's not of us? I can speak for Asian people directly and say that they received a loan, not the ones today, but their grandparents, great-grandparents. They received a loan in order to come into America to open up shops in black neighborhoods because white people didn't want them opening up those shops in their neighborhoods. They said, here, you can go over here and open them up over here. And that is why we have the issue that we have now. And also, I think Asian Americans need to acknowledge that, like, your generational wealth was built on the backs of black people. It was built on the racism of black people that you guys inherited, you guys co-opted, you guys perpetuate, and I want that to be clear.
This crackerjack right here, he was talking to y'all. He wasn't talking to me.
He wasn't talking to me either. When you need to wash your clothes, black owned. When you need to wipe your ass, black owned. When you need to throw your shit away, black owned. This is Freedom Paper Company. You need a purse, black owned. You need some candles, black owned. Black owned. Refresh your scalp oil, black owned. Black owned. Body oil, black owned. Jewelry, black owned. Room spray, black owned. Wash your ass again, black owned. Body butter, black owned. Deodorant, black owned. Soap, black owned. When you want to cook, seasonings, black owned. Hey, my spiritual sisters, here are my oracle cards, black owned. Hair moisturizer, black owned. Conditioner, black owned. Edge control, black owned. Bedroom candy, black owned. Shower net, black owned. I don't know if this is black owned, but I bought it from a black woman. Even my dresses, black owned.
Oh, we boycotting Asian businesses, but you still buying your stuff from China. Shut up. The difference between the manufacturers over there in China and the businesses over here in the US is that the manufacturers in China actually understand the value of the black dollar. So they're going to do whatever it takes to maintain our business. The businesses over here, however, feel like we need them more than they need us, which is the other way around, because we can cut the middleman all together and go straight to the plug. We really don't need them.
Hey, black Americans, have you noticed that throughout this Asian shop owner boycott that we got going on, you got a bunch of Asians popping up saying, wait a minute, Rick Chow, he's not the same type of Asian that I am. I'm Japanese, I'm Cambodian, I'm Vietnamese, I'm all this stuff. Interesting, but you told us that we were just black, that I was the same as a Haitian or a freaking Jamaican, that I don't have my own separate lineage group, my own ethnic identity. You know, whenever you mention reparations, you'll get white people saying, well, I'm part Native, so and you shouldn't get it. Were you a part of the tribes who owned black slaves? I was a part of a different tribe. Or you get them saying, I'm Irish. And they mentioned that whole Irish slave bullshit. So every other group out there can distinguish themselves by ethnicity. But suddenly, when it comes to black Americans, we can't. No. Either you respect my damn ethnicity or I hold you all in the same group. Pick one.
Common sense approach. Now, I know most Asian business owners are probably thinking to themselves that this situation with black Americans banning supporting their businesses will eventually come to an end sooner than later, and it'll be back to business as usual. But to be honest with you, I don't think so. As you can see, these ladies getting it in, putting in work. I don't think so. I think you guys are in it for the long haul when it comes to black people supporting your businesses again. And I'm gonna give you a few reasons why I think so. Number one, a lot of people been waiting on you to fuck up anyway. And that's just the truth. A lot of people have been waiting on you to fuck up. Which leads me to number two. You have close to 50 million black Americans in this country. A lot of them who have been waiting on the opportunity to provide these services to their community. But you was in the way, which goes back to number one. A lot of people been waiting on you to fuck up. And last but not least, a lot of black Americans have been talking to their children about this. And there's a lot of things you don't want to be in the eyes of your children, but you definitely don't want to be a hypocrite and to look weak in front of your children or in the eyes of your children. So for me to sit down and have these conversations with my children on why we shouldn't support these businesses, and then to go and start back supporting them, makes me a hypocrite to my child, and it also makes me look weak. So for the, it's a few more reasons, but those are just a few reasons why I feel like things will never go back and be the same as it was. It's common sense approach.
Black Americans are threatening to boycott Asian businesses than I have seen Asian Americans speaking out against the murder of Cyrus Carmick Belton. A child who was murdered at the hands of an Asian man. And this has everything to do with race, especially when anti-blackness is so deeply rooted in our community. I have said this a million times, and I'll say it as many times as I need to so you can get it through your thick skulls. The only reason why Asians exist in America in such a large population is because Black activists fought for our right to be here during the Civil Rights Movement. White people did not want us here. It's not enough for Asian people to just be not racist. You have to be anti-racist, and you have to be speaking out against these injustices, or else they'll continue to happen. We absolutely owe the Black community solidarity.
And do you want to know why Black boycotts fail? Every month I drive through this apartment complex to my Black-owned dog groomer, and on every single corner I see Hispanic entrepreneurs and hustlers selling food, beverages, household supplies, beauty supplies, honey, every single corner exactly where their community lives. That is convenience, and that is what we are missing. Black people are 14% of the population, but we own just 2% of businesses that can employ at least one person. Now here's what we do. For those who cannot afford a brick and mortar, honey, we gotta take it to the corner. We have boycotted before. Latasha Harlins, George Floyd, honey. We buy black and that gets loud, and then we quiet down for the comfort of convenience. We need to be like the water boys on the corner. Buy your products wholesale, honey, and go ahead and sell retail, babe. Make your money. Talk to your apartment manager. Pay to rent the corner, honey. Get the proper permits, honey, and keep all the profit. A tent and a folding table is all you need, baby. No brick, no mortar. I led a movement called My Black Receipt, where over 17 days we had thousands of people spend $5 million in Black-owned businesses in response to the protest. The movement was unsustainable because convenience beat out the commitment to buy black on a regular and consistent basis. This video is getting too long, but I have to say this. I remember this girl on TikTok, licensed lash tech, couldn't afford brick and mortar, was doing lashes in the front seat of her car. That's how dogged we need to get. Otherwise, this boycott is temporary.
Asian American businesses have been operating in Black communities for 60 years. I'll say it again. The Civil Rights Act passed in 1964, and the United States opened the door to Asian immigration in 1965 to put immigrants in the way of Black people. And this idea that the tension between business owners and customers is one of mutual cultural misunderstanding that could be overcome if they just got to know each other better, the time for that has long passed. And as I've said before, the problem with framing the misunderstanding as mutual is where one demographic owns the businesses and the other demographic has to pay. There's no mutuality. There is a power imbalance. The only situation that I could see being beneficial at this point would require Asian Americans to be willing to leverage their ability to secure the business loans, to secure supplier accounts, and to attain business licenses, to open in Black communities specifically to hire Black people to work in the businesses and to provide the professional development opportunities so that Black people can become the leadership in the businesses in their communities. But I don't have a lot of hope that Asian Americans are willing to do that because the Asian American business owners that we see currently are not even willing to treat their Black customers as human. So I fully support Black people boycotting these problematic businesses in their community. And I want to say that I think another thing that non-Black people aren't aware of is that it is not as simple as boycotting the businesses and putting them out of business and then opening your own to compete. because the system will find ways to still not give them the loans or rezone them so they can't open a business or not grant the business licenses. And suppliers are literally conspiring against Black people who have managed to open a business in their own community to not supply to them because they don't want Black people competing with the Asian American owned businesses in the community. So I wish that I had more to offer in the way of solutions, but I really don't. But please do not gaslight Black people with respect to what the issue is.
So Asian businesses are being boycotted, not once, not twice, not 3 times. It has been a trend right this particular time. Remember, the Black folks are saying they are not backing down at any particular minute. That is one thing that is really, really interesting in this particular situation. Do you know that right now, Black communities are supporting their fellow Black businesses, and that's the trend that is happening now, because they're saying there are over 40% in United States of America, but most of the time their businesses are little. They contribute to 1%. You can imagine. So that tells you that Black community, they are up to something at this particular moment, and they mean what they say, because most of the time they say, they do it. Okay, I've never seen such a unity like this one. So in this video, I want you guys to see what's happening in America, as Black Americans are sending a very strong message to all Asian community, and in regard to this boycott that is going on this particular minute. Guys, kindly make sure you watch until the end, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know what you think about this video at the end of it all. Remember guys, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes, and our credits belong to the original creators of this video that you see here guys. Thank you guys, watch until the end. I'll be back with more commentaries shortly. Thank you.
Let's read what this person says. The terrible thing is that these businesses could put out a statement or make a donation or fundraise for a Black organization, but no, you rather get on here and deny and call Black people racist. It's not about one person. I'm gonna play your game now. Did you put out a statement or did you try to fundraise for the Asian community when those Black people literally were hurting, killing all those Asian people during COVID? When I got jumped by 5 Black people, did you put out a statement? Did you fucking speak out for me? When all the looting that was happening, did you speak out for all those businesses that suffered? I'm gonna say again that I say in every single video. Boycott all you want. That's not my problem. It's your right to boycott. It's your right to spend your money however you want. Just don't hurt innocent businesses that has nothing to do with it just because it's owned by Asians. I cannot be any more clear than this.
So let's clarify some misunderstandings. When we're talking about boycotting Asian businesses, we are talking about businesses that directly depend on the Black dollar, and that is unequivocally the beauty stores, the nail salons, the extensions. That's the same thing as hair stores. We can say the Chinese restaurants, because Chinese restaurants are 3 to 1 in any given hood. There is 1, 2, 3, literally on the same block right here. We're not. Yeah, okay. TikTok is a Chinese owned company. All right, I feel like that's one of those things. Hell, if we have to go that far, fine. But TikTok does not directly depend on the Black dollar. So your comment saying the Black dollar is about 1% of Asian business. Sure, that might be true for TikTok, but on Bushwick Ave, where there's 3 hair stores, all Asian owned, in a primarily black areas of Brooklyn, I think it's undoubtedly the Black dollar that is paying their rent. So when we say that we're being followed around by store owners and accused of stealing in their establishments, it's the establishments that black people directly shop with or interact with. So no, Honda, Nissan, any car manufacturer, no, they are not directly making a dollar off of black people. So no, yes, you're right. We're boycotting certain Asian businesses, and if the parameters are not clear enough, the descriptions is not clear enough, go outside and walk through and go to all of the Asian businesses and ask them. Just ask, especially if you're Asian. Like, why would they lie to you? Why would they lie?
Understand how the most educated group of people, Asians, can't figure out why black Americans are trying to boycott their businesses. It's so crazy to me that Asians think black Americans are doing this to get back at us, or that this is a generalization of all Asians, that we are all racist like Rick Chow. The boycott is pent-up frustration from years of black Americans dealing with Asian-owned businesses and constantly getting racially profiled, followed, and the overall lack of respect that they have to deal with, even though they are these businesses' said main customers. Mind you, Asians that own said businesses in predominantly black neighborhoods extract that money and go take it back to their own communities. So black Americans are collectively trying to say, if you're going to come in here and take our money and leave, the very least you can do is treat us like a normal human being and not assume that every black person that walks in the door in a black neighborhood is a criminal. Seems pretty reasonable to me.
A lot of y'all won't admit it, but you're an opportunist. All of these black and Caribbean and African immigrants that's over here talking about black Americans are being divisive, because when we say support black business, we mean black American business specifically. You are an opportunist, because y'all are the same ones that have been banding together for the longest to come against black Americans, talking about how we don't own no businesses, we lazy, we ain't got no culture, we live off the system, we don't take advantage of all of these opportunities that are just handed to us right here just for being an American. Y'all are not taking advantage of none of those opportunities, and we come over here with nothing, with pennies in our pockets, and like poof, be magic with a little bit of hard work. We just surpass you guys in a couple of years. Y'all are the same ones. Ain't y'all the same ones that said that? Like, I mean, I've made several videos about this before, so I'm a little bit confused. Why is it a problem for us to support black American business? Is it necessary for us to include you when we're talking about? Why is it always necessary for us to include the entire collective? That's the reason why we're in this situation right now, is because we don't focus enough on ourselves. We don't practice group economics enough amongst ourselves as black American people. We don't do that enough. In every other group, not just black immigrants, every other group of people practices group economics within their specific group. Haitians own businesses, Jamaican, whoever else, Nigerian, Ghanaian, whatever, African town, all this other kind of stuff that focuses on a specific group. But for whatever reason, when it's us doing it, that's the only time that it becomes divisive. But everybody else does it. But as soon as we do it, it's divisive. Why is it that we're supposed to support everybody else, but nobody is supposed to support us? I really don't. I'm really struggling to understand the mindset of you folks. Whoever's watching this, whatever. I'm just struggling to understand the mindset behind all of that, I guess.
Asian community right now, in light of what I'm considering black beauty blackout. We've been accused of stoking anti-Asian hatred. Another content creator said that a lot of us black Americans, do y'all know a lot of us were raised where we couldn't even say the word hate? We're not like a lot of y'all. I made the decision back when we decided we were letting go at Target. I decided to do the exact same thing with the nail salon because I just had it up to here. It was a straw that broke the camel's back. Service was too bad. Attitude was too nasty, and I decided never to do it again. I was gonna try press-on nails, add some brands I like. People look at my nails and compliment my nails. My first thought isn't F to Vietnamese, F Asian. Like, that's that's not the way we work. All I think about is like how much money I've saved, how I hope I can convince other women to like save that money too, or to support a black nail tag. It has nothing to do with hatred. If anything, we talked about this today on the Sunshine Report. If we feel anything right now, it's gratitude. I bet you didn't expect to get a thank you out of me. Thank you. Thank you for waking us up. Thank you for daring us. Thank you for trying to bait us. Thank you. Thank you for trying to stoke the fires. All it does is help us like zoom out so we can see everything and everyone more clearly. Thank you. I mean that truthfully. I don't feel anything but peace around us doing this. And simply taking back control of the 7-point-something billions dollars that we as black women spend and what are really very personal self-care and beauty rituals and tools and services. We're just taking it and we're redirecting it to our own community. And see, we can do that without making ourselves vulnerable, being out in the street, making ourselves like very friendly, easy moving targets. So please get that right. No hatred, gratitude, truly. And black women, 92%. I don't even want to call it a boycott. It has nothing to do with hate or punishing people. I mean, some people may feel like they're being punished, but again, like I told the 92% today, another thing America's going to have to do is get out of its fucking feelings about this. That's right, it's not show friends, it's show business. It's just business. Buck up, buttercup. That's all it is. Business changes. Fortunes and luck rise and fall. Just taking control back over our own, what we spend on our own hair, skin, and nails. Sure, you can imagine how we feel if anybody's got a problem with it. Really, on behalf of black women in the 92%, thank you. If anything, we feel gratitude. A moment of truth and clarity on black women.
I must say this, man, but this Asian boycott should be permanent. There shouldn't be no 2-month trend and then we back buying their bullshit like we did with H&M, we did with Target and all of these stores. This should be permanent. These people has been disrespecting black people for the longest time. This is not new. They've been doing it. There has been shooting black child in their head. There has been shooting black child in their back. This is not their first rodeo. They've been doing it. You feel me? They take the most from the black community when you really think about it. Most of the stores is set up in the black community. Most of the store, all over the fucking world, if you really think about it. In Africa, they're there. In Jamaica, they're there. They're everywhere. Leeching, acting as if they're doing black people some type of service by selling plastic rice, selling clothes that will fucking burn you, that will fucking get you sick, give you cancer, selling hair product that will give you cancer. So they do sell black people the bottom of the barrel when it comes to product. They don't sell black people the good shit. They sell black people the fucked up shit. And they purposely sabotage black businesses. They make sure to sell black businesses the stuff at a higher price. So whenever black people try to sell it back to other black people, they can't afford it. So they end up have to come back to the Chinaman to buy it, because they do it on purpose. They've been doing this shit, man. So this boycott should be permanent. This shouldn't be no temporary fix. This should be a permanent fix. This also going to highlight more black businesses. One, this will help black people health even more, because they be selling plastic rice. That ain't good for your health. They be selling fucking jankro, pigeon, disguised as chicken. They be selling fucking all kind of bullshit disguised as food. So black people should take this as a lesson and take this as a blessing in disguise, man. Use this opportunity to uplift, promote black businesses, and move better from here.
We all do, guys. It's just I will ask you for opinion, what you guys think about this particular video, and stay tuned, because we have another video which is coming on very soon or later on this particular channel. And if you don't want to miss any of my video, guys, kindly subscribe to this amazing channel, and also let me know what you think about these videos that you see here each and every day, guys. And the only way you can support me, guys, is by subscribing, and we want to grow this channel so that it can be big also, and you can be I can also always be updating you each and every time something new arises. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, peace, one love. I'll see you in the next one.